God damn. Oh shit. We about to get into a little bit of drama. Are you ready? Let's react. Hey, good evening, beautiful people. If you don't know who I am, you're just tuning in for the first time. I am the Prince of Reactors. My name is Akasan. So I just got home here and you guys have been messaging me all day. What do you think about REACTWORLD? What do you think about REACTWORLD? Nigga, what do you think about REACTWORLD? So I finally got home. I did some research, I read over some stuff, I saw the video, I saw a bunch of explanations, I saw a bunch of tweets. Now, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you're like, what the hell is REACTWORLD? Well, let's back up just a little bit. A long time ago, these two dudes named the Thawne brothers made a series called something Kids React, Teens React, whatever. I've never actually seen anything. I am fully, as a somewhat reaction channel, kind of, as a reactor, I am fully aware of the Thawne brothers. I've never, and I swear to God, I have never seen one of their videos in its entirety ever before. I am aware that it's a big production, a huge sort of ordeal, and there's something probably very creative about what they do. However, I just had never been interested in it. I thought about reacting to one of the reactions. I thought about elders reacting to Slipknot. I thought about doing that reaction, but I just never got around to it. It just seemed a little too corporate to me. It just seemed a little too professional. It just seemed like something I couldn't really do anyways, as just one red-dreaded guy. So now they got a lot of different types of sub-brands, things. Kids react, teens react, adults react, elders react, dinosaurs react, animals react, I don't know, whatever, right? Just one day ago, those two fine brothers posted a video declaring to the world about reacting around the world. REACTWORLD. And boy, did that shit blow up in their faces big.
Now it's REACTWORLD, which is a first-of-its-kind program that allows people and companies to license all our popular shows online so that anyone, even you watching right now, can create your own versions in a fully legal way and be part of a new and exciting global community. We look forward to the time when we can look back to this moment, to this video with all of you, knowing that this was when we all stood together, changed the way things were done, and created this first-of-its-kind global community.
So if you're interested in creating your own version of any of our React formats, which if you don't, then what is wrong with you? And what is wrong with you? And what is wrong with you?
It was explosive. It was viral. It was a big mistake. Now, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate what they're trying to do. I did kind of get the basic idea of what they want to do, but unfortunately, if you look in between the lines and such, it really doesn't work out as a good deal for anybody, really. Now, the Thawne brothers, a semi-well-known presence, definitely well-known on YouTube, but throughout the rest of the world, not that big of a deal. However, it would be great if I could actually have the little Thawne Bros logo right here as part of their team, as part of something just kind of official, like from Prince to Prince God or something like that. Can I use their logo? Fuck no! See, it says right here, read right in between the lines. Can I use your soul's graphics, logos, and actors? We are currently not making these resources available to creators. And what the fuck would... So you're probably asking, then why would I join? You should join REACTWORLD if you want to make your version of our shows with our permission, guidance, and promotion. So I can't use your logo, I can't really use your particular format of what you're doing, but I should join if I want to do your style with your permission.
If you don't, then what is wrong with you? And what is wrong with you? And what is wrong with you?
This is where it gets kind of bizarre and strange. What if I wanted to make my own version of the show? You can! We can't wait to see what new ways you come up with to create these shows. You're welcome to use different groups of people, actors, titles, graphics, and sets from the other ones we use. Basically, you can do your own thing, but now you have to fork over 50% of that revenue to the Thawne brothers. You done fucked up. You done played yourself. played yourself. Now I can go on and on about the kind of details about this, so I'm just gonna read to you straight from their FAQ here of the information, the thing that basically turned me off here. And that's here. Does it cost any money to join or license? There are no upfront costs when you license from us. When you join ReactWorld, you enter into a revenue share agreement based on the actual revenue generated by your videos. There are two kinds of revenue, which is generally YouTube AdSense, and the other is more premium brand deals. If you connect your channel to ReactWorld on YouTube, your split is 80% of AdSense and 70% of premium brand deals. If you are independent on YouTube or in an MCN, your split is 60% of AdSense and 50% of premium brand deals. So, that's where it kind of gets kind of complicated, and you really, unless you really actually talk to someone over the phone and really get that clarification done, here's how it really works for a lot of you that don't know. If anyone, unless your name is PewDiePie, basically publishes something on YouTube, aka Google, is going to get 45% of that regardless. When you get that AdSense, everything else that gets pumped out afterwards, that's your 55%. Now, in that 55% of what you're doing, it's up to you how you want that to get carved up. If you're in an MCN, a multi-channel network, like myself, like Tyrone, like almost every logical reactor that didn't want to get basically their channel shut down, or if they were ripping off people's content and wanted to get verified or whatever, that 55% gets cut up based upon your contract. It can be anywhere from 40 to 10% in most case scenarios. For example, we'll be left with a 33%. Out of all that, out of 100%, that 30% is left. The Fine Brothers, what they're trying to be doing is the 60% of that 33% or 80% of that 33% or what have you not, right? This is where it gets a little weird. And then on top of that, just like the questions I always have for my very own multi-channel network, is why am I giving you all this percentage of my revenue if you're not actually going to do anything for me? I don't see anything. Show me the money, right? Show me the money. If you're not personally, and this is me just speaking without any edits here, if you're not putting enough, if you're not going to do anything to really help aggregate my channel, make things bigger, I'm not about to fork over my channel to the React chain and basically, just like a multi-channel network, not see anything happen to my channel basically. If anything, the Fine Bros really shouldn't be telling people to come to them. They should be coming to us, the reactors, the ones that are doing it out of their home, seeing all the work that we're actually putting in and seeing what they can do to help bring us in. You know, when I first saw this, guys, when I first saw this being announced, I was ecstatic. I was happy. I was amazed because I thought I was going to be able to get a chance to actually be part of their particular show, to be on their channel, to be featured like so many other YouTubers I have seen, not just here or not just over there in America, but also I've seen in Korea, I've seen in Japan, I've seen the kind of React style being done. Now, come to think about it, now I'm kind of wondering if the ones that I've seen overseas are even done by the Fine Bros. Apparently not, actually.
나도 안 가기만 해.
고맙습니다.
진짜 지 유도하는 거 보소.
Oh shit! 개를 안 쳤나?
They're out there. That's actually one of the ways I discovered Shori.
아 역시 내 걸려.
I was kind of disappointed because I thought I could be in some form or fashion. I thought this would finally be the way to bridge the gap between Reactors and what the Fine Brothers are doing, homemade people, and then the other ones that have been accused of ripping off people, other YouTubers. content, I thought this would be kind of the way to help establish more of a trust between everyone and gets us going. But what it really comes down to here is that it really looks like this is just a form of somebody's idea, which isn't even an original idea. This whole React thing started back in the 80s. Look it up. I love the 80s. I love the 90s. Beavis and Butthead. That shit was there for a while. This idea, it just sounds like I don't even know if I want to call it greed. I don't know about that, but it just looks like it's just a form of just globalization, stretching, promoting someone else's brand, which is, I don't have a problem with that, but it's all in the way that that presentation video was done and some of the things that he said that really irked people the wrong way, and they really should have thought about another way to present it if they wanted a better reaction. You know, it's really funny to me, and one of the reasons I'm really disappointed is in the sense that I thought, as big as the Fine Brothers are and as big as YouTube really is, the fact that we actually have YouTube studios across the world now, the fact that I actually made the big announcement and dropped everything, quit my job, quit my life in another part of Japan, and moved back to Tokyo here so that I could actually participate more in these YouTube studios things. The fact that, you know, we have these availabilities, these facilities to use at YouTube, YouTube space, the YouTube Tokyo space, I just thought that's what we were going to get, that we are gonna, the Fine Brothers could install their React studio into the section here, into the YouTube studio, that I could come in every week or something, and if they had some sort of format or show they wanted to get people's input on to react to, that I could just go into their little React booth, do my little thing, and react upon what they want, and then I get featured on their show. That's something that I was even willing to do for free, just so it would give more exposure back to my channel, just so I could help them out and get something going. I thought that's what we were headed to, but unfortunately it looks like what this really comes down to is that they want you to do all the work, and you're gonna slap some sort of, like, it almost reminds me of like Justice League Unlimited, or like some sort of side program that's not even the main React Brothers, Fine Brothers logos or anything. You're gonna be doing all the production work, you're gonna be doing all the reaction stuff, and you're gonna have to pray to God that your stuff is gonna be able to get promoted and pushed out there and aggregated more. And that it comes back to your channel. In all honesty, guys, my opinion at this moment in time, it just doesn't make sense. And you know, I understand that this is somewhat a planned knee-jerk reaction to what's been going on with the oversaturation of React channels. The fact that the oversaturations of a lot of React, quote-unquote, opportunist reactors and such that have really littered the YouTube channels and have really just pissed off YouTubers in general, taking content without asking for permission, things like that. You know, I understand that this is, in a sense, a reaction to that sort of oversaturation, and the Fine Bros are just kind of looking out for their own brand for the most part. I understand all this, but maybe this isn't the best way to go about doing it.
Part of why we believe this initiative is important is due to witnessing many creators, ourselves included, having their shows and formats blatantly stolen by companies and people, both online and on television. And we implore everyone not to support those companies and channels. When you notice someone ripping someone's format off, don't stand for it.
So yes, I mean, in conclusion, I do think this is actually still a good thing. I mean, I don't think the program is good, but I think the fact that there are steps that are being taken, as I knew there were going to be reactions to this oversaturation of reaction channels, and how it's annoyed so many people, and the controversy it's had, and what the YouTubers have said about some of these reaction channels that have really become the cancer of YouTube. I understand, so I'm glad that there are some actions being taken, that things are going to be changing, hopefully that this will shake certain things up. But On top of that, I also want to talk about the hypocrisy of the fan. Yes, that's right, you the fans, the ones that have been going around just talking about how reaction channels are cancers to YouTube's, and have every time a YouTuber talks about a bigger YouTuber critiques certain reaction channels, and unfortunately the rest of us that put a lot of work, put a lot of content, put a lot of editing, hours and hours upon every fucking night to bring you guys reactions, we unfortunately get lumped in the same section of those opportunists that fuck it all up for the rest of us. Reactors, reaction channels have become the Muslims of YouTube. It doesn't matter which ones are part of ISIS or extreme jihads. We're all considered bad and cancer at this point, right? And again, out of all these, who was the particular, what type of reaction channels were the ones that did it right? The Fine Bros. Every time you guys critiqued, every time you guys compared, who did you compare us to, or what we needed to be doing a little bit more like? The Fine Bros. So, you guys are telling me once the Fine Bros want to globalize things a little bit more, now you have a problem with that? Wait a second. Weird. Just a little bit of food for thought for all of you guys. There's not really a right or a wrong in this situation. Could the Fine Bros could have rethought that promotion? They probably should have. Could they have said something a little bit differently? I'm pretty sure. Do I have a better idea for them? Absolutely, because I believe in myself that much. Will you agree with me? Probably not. But it is what it is, and I have finally said what I think about this whole debacle. So I'm gonna continue to keep on putting out some good content for you guys. I'm gonna continue to spend 3 to fucking 4 hours a night with some damn good stuff to put out for you guys. I'm gonna continue to do what I can to give you the best sort of reactions, Japan content. Check my goddamn schedule. We got a lot going on in this channel, okay? Don't worry. Nope, nothing's, because as far as I know right now, nothing's gonna happen to those that don't join up for this program. As far as I know right now, but there is always that little bit of worry that the stronger the Fine Bros get, maybe the more of an edge they're going to have. I already warned you guys what would happen here with the content ID system. I already warned you guys what would happen if people kept on ripping off YouTubers and using it to make their own channels get bigger. I already warned you about all this, so who knows what the next step through YouTube may be. But in the end, it really doesn't matter what YouTubers think. It really doesn't matter what reactors think. It really doesn't matter what even you, I know this is gonna hurt, but even what you, the fans, think. Because in the end, Google is still taking 45% of all of our videos. And that's the bottom line, because Akasan said so. Peace.
Akasan's Honest Reactions. I am Akasan.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No,
yes,
you're not.
I don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm Jenna Marbles then.
I'm Akasan.
Yeah. Okay, like,
Hi.
subscribe, and share.
Yeah,
We'll
for
switch
sure.
channels.
Okay.
Sounds good.